All right. First things first. We recently actually found out about this, that the cases of wrestlers who are already in a federation, as of XCC and Blade, and we have another one too. We have
Ryan Liberty.
Ryan too.
Ryan Liberty,
Right.
Timothy Well.
Timothy Well.
Jobber.
Anyways, so where was I going with this? Yeah. So basically, they said that they could get in trouble from their federation if they would join a backyard federation. Like it would cause some terrible stir, and they might. I'm not exactly sure, but they might get in, basically, and what I'm trying to say, wrap it up, they might get in trouble with their associations. So in a way, we took the decision not taking the risk of putting the EWA-show in a very vulnerable position and not signing the wrestlers that are already in a federation. You know, it's like, you know what, we wish the best for all three of them. I hope they get to make it one day on the big screen, you know, like I'll gladly cheer for them. But some things are just going to be like this, and we're not going to risk the responsibility of the EWA. We don't want to put the EWA in a very vulnerable position.
Any thoughts about the Tron?
The Tron, we talked to the Tron. We talked to Chris mostly did more talking than I did. Somewhat, he doesn't want to talk to me when I try to talk to him on MSN, but it's all right. But the thing is that with the Tron, we gave him an invite. We talked to him. We said, if you want to join.
He was actually one of the first people called when we talked about EWA coming back. He was one of the first who got called.
And at the moment, he refused. He refused the invitation. And you know what? We respected that decision, and we went along signing new wrestlers, and we went along with signing more veterans and more, like, basically mixing up the whole roster, you know? The veterans came in later, but like the rookies were easier to get, but the veterans, we had to do a little more talking to them, and they one by one started following each other, and thus here we are now. But as the Tron, he had refused in the beginning. We went on with our idea and our goals, and now it's emerging that he wants to come, which we've already wrote down the stories, and we have already wrote down the scripts. So in a way, there wasn't a position for him. But now we're gonna go through all this again, and we're gonna see what we could do, because we have to take in consideration that Tron, one of us, for one, Tron is a very good friend and respected guy. You know, like when we're talking outside of the federation, he's a really nice guy, and you can really relate to him. But then again, in the wrestling, it's different. You know, we don't want to screw things up. Excuse me for my
and ruin the chemistry that this roster currently has.
Exactly. And basically now we're going to see what we're going to do with this situation.
Absolutely, you know. For the past 3 years now, the Tron has been telling me, let's bring back the EWA-show. And I was refusing every time, every offer he gave me. Just a couple of months ago, before I started thinking about the EWA coming back, the EWA-show, he told me, let's bring it back. And I told him, you're out of your mind, Tron. We're 22, 20 now, you know, just move on in life. And he was right about one thing. And then I brought it back, and what Jerry said, you know, he declined. He is always welcome to come back. Obviously, as Jerry said, he's not talking to Jerry. And as I said before, sometimes you favor friends more than others. So that's why I think the Tron would talk to me more instead of he would talk to Jerry or anyone else about anything of the EWA-show. As far as Blade goes, I haven't personally spoken to Blade at all since the EWA has come back. I have nothing but respect for Blade. He's a great friend of mine. He always has been. If he wanted to come by one day to watch the show, he is more than welcome.
All right, well, we're just going to take a short break. We'll do our part 3 of this interview coming right after. You can finish up on this question and some more questions that we will work on. We'll be right back, folks.